What's up everybody? Today is the day that we've been waiting for. We're gonna be wrapping up this house remodel we've been working on. Caleb and Jacob have been working on this project really hard over the past few months. All right, and we are arriving at the house where we have this remodel. As you can see, we've got the roofers going ahead and they're getting started. The customer wanted the popcorn ceiling removed off of the ceilings, and when we went and tested it, it came back positive with asbestos. So we had to get an asbestos abatement company to come through and remove it. Also, the customer wanted recessed lighting out here in this vaulted ceiling. And for our electricians to be able to do that, we had to drop the drywall. And unfortunately, when we removed the drywall, we noticed something. Up here, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of daylight coming through and there's a lot of black spots along there. This ceiling, due to improper ventilation and just a leak, was rotting away. After Thanksgiving, we're gonna go ahead and kick off this kitchen remodel as well. Good morning, what is up everybody? The roofers went ahead and got the roofing all done yesterday. We've got the scaffolding all downloaded, so I'm gonna take off and go grab some drywall. So I'm gonna leave you here with the guys to put together the scaffolding as well as paint the insulation. Yesterday, the crew went ahead and got all of the insulation put in the vaulted ceiling for both sides of it. And today they are working on doing the drywall. Caleb and Marvin have already gotten this section of the drywalling done, but we still have quite a bit left to go. So we're gonna get after it so that we can get this all buttoned up. Then we'll be able to start taping, floating, and go ahead and texture the drywall. Let's get to it. Good morning and welcome back everybody. We need to go ahead and finish hanging the drywall, then we can move on to mudding and taping and getting this thing floated so that we can go ahead and start texturing. So let's get to it. We are moving on to the next part of this project, which is the kitchen renovation. So we need to go ahead and start tearing it apart. Alright, we are all done with the kitchen demo. We just have this small cabinet and sink right there to get rid of. We have to wait for the dump trailer to come back. So we are now moving on to the next part, which is doing the demo of this floor. This house is going to get all new engineered hardwood floors. So we need to get the tile and current wood floors pulled up. The flooring is going to be going through most of the upstairs, so we had to go through down this hallway in this main area, the kitchen, as well as up into this hall over there. So we're gonna end up replacing all the underlayment through this whole entire main area. We're now working on tearing up the tile. We were using a diamond blade saw to try to cut through and see if that would help out with pulling up all the tile. Unfortunately, it smoked one of our blades, so we have to go grab a rotor hammer real quick so we can just chisel this thing up. I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope, it's not enough to please you.
Lo and behold, we found the house, but nobody's home. A bunch of rat feces and then chewed up insulation and stuff, so we're gonna have to get that out, probably replace the insulation after having Steve are done, and seal it all back up.
Last week, we got all of the underlayment for the floor all tore up, and we are gonna go ahead and start laying the new underlayment. Let's get to it.
Underlayment's going pretty good. We have all the hallway done. Entryway is done up against the wall here.
We brought the electricians today to mainly go ahead and take care of wires that were in a wall that was right here. And when we opened up the floor, we noticed quite a bit of rat droppings. And then upon further inspection, we noticed that the rats were eating on the wire. Usually the wires have insulation similar to this along there. As you can see, there's absolutely none along here. So they would have chewed on that, and then it started to cause a short for the wire, which then heated it up and burnt all that off. So this definitely could have caused a potential house fire. And the main culprit, I believe, is Bear. We've got a few of these junction boxes throughout the floor now. And how those work is the good part of the old wire feeds into it and it splices with the new wire that is run to the original outlets and switches that they were attached to. Got the new wire, this beautiful new yellow wire instead of the burnt copper ones.
That's the window from the inside so far. It needs some insulation and then some drywall.
This week, we're gonna be working on drywall. That way we can start moving ahead with some of the finishing touches like doing the flooring as well as this kitchen remodel. Drywall is super tedious work and takes a lot of attention to detail. So with that being said, I'm gonna be leaving the camera here with Jacob and Caleb, who are really good at doing drywall. I wanna stay out of their way. Drywall work and texturing is now done. Unfortunately, we weren't able to capture any of the texturing getting done because it's a super messy process. As you can see, there's splatters all over the floor from the texture. But this place looks amazing. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but these walls have a beautiful texture on it now. It's very even, it looks great. Now that we're done with the drywall, we are moving on to the next part of the project, which is painting. Painting is an absolutely crucial part to any project. For this project, we're gonna be using Benjamin Moore's UltraSpec 500. The customers wanted the ceilings, baseboard, and trim painted in decorator's white, and for the walls, we're gonna be using classic gray. The first thing that we need to go ahead and do is cut in. Cutting in is the art of drawing a straight line separating two colors only using a paintbrush. We're gonna go ahead and start rolling out the paint. To do the rollout, we're gonna be using these 18-inch rollers. That will allow us to cover a larger area faster. As you can see, there are 2 points of contact with this 18-inch roller. That allows us to apply an even force when painting. The second coat of paint is all done, so we are all wrapped up here for the week.
Okay, with the backsplash, getting that all done.
Well, Caleb has been working hard on getting this tile backsplash done for the customer here. This is awesome kind of like off-grain tile. We finally pulled up all of the floor masking, all the masking on the countertops, and we're wrapping everything up. Let's take a look. This place looks absolutely amazing. We've been on it since right around Thanksgiving. It is now the beginning of March. We've had a lot of work to do here. A complete kitchen remodel, flooring throughout the whole entire house, new baseboard and trim, new roof and ceiling. That took a little while, and then completely painting and retexturing the whole entire house. So there was a lot of work that went into this place, and the guys have really done a great job. There's still a couple of things that we have to do yet, but for the most part, this place is wrapped up. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see more videos like this, watch these.